Tiffany Trump, the youngest daughter of former U.S. President Donald Trump, has stepped into a new chapter of life. Alongside her husband, Michael Beloz, she welcomed their first child, a baby boy named Alexander Trump Beloz. The announcement came with a heartfelt post celebrating the arrival, shared with a simple caption that carried more emotion than fanfare: the love of new parents, the joy of fresh beginnings, and the quiet power of legacy continuing. The baby's birth on May 15, 2025, marked not only a personal milestone for Tiffany and Michael, but also a public one. Alexander becomes Donald Trump's 11th grandchild, a new member of a family always in the spotlight, now growing with a generation untouched by politics, born instead into history. Tiffany's mother, Marla Maples, expressed deep pride and joy at the birth of her grandson. For her, it wasn't just about watching her daughter become a mother, but about witnessing strength pass from one generation to the next. The moment felt especially tender, tied together by years of quiet support and resilience beneath the public glare. The journey leading up to Alexander's arrival had its own storybook arc. Tiffany and Michael met in 2018 in Greece, their paths crossing far from the cameras that would later follow them. Their relationship matured away from the chaos of political campaigns, eventually leading to a proposal in the Rose Garden of the White House, an engagement set against one of the most symbolic backdrops in American history. They wed in November 2022 at the Trump family's Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. The ceremony was luxurious, but it also carried the intimacy of two people choosing love on their own terms. By the time Tiffany stepped out publicly with her baby bump during events tied to her father's second-term inauguration, the couple's transition into parenthood felt natural, if not inevitable. For Tiffany, this moment is deeply personal. As the only child of Donald Trump and Marla Maples, her journey has often unfolded under a different kind of scrutiny than her half-siblings. Yet through it all, she's carved a path defined less by headlines and more by quiet determination. With Alexander's birth, that path expands, now shaped by the responsibilities and wonders of motherhood. Michael Beloz, a businessman with roots in both Nigeria and Lebanon, brings to this new family a global legacy of his own. Their union merges two distinct worlds, one forged in American politics, the other in international enterprise. Their son, Alexander, stands at that crossroads, carrying forward stories written long before his birth. Though the announcement was simple, the moment itself resonated. It was not about the noise that usually surrounds the Trump name, but about a quiet heartbeat in a hospital room, a name whispered between two new parents, and the beginning of something beautifully ordinary.